excited to share with you about the Polarity Tea, an ancient Ayurvedic remedy to help detox the liver and address allergies, and also about the liver flush, to flush out the liver, move gallstones, get rid of sludge, and reduce anger. You know, in Chinese medicine, anger is associated with a clogged liver. So this is a wonderful detox process you can go through for 10 days. It's quite simple because it takes up just an hour or so of your morning period, and then you're free for another few months, and then you do it again for another 10 days. So let's get started. You'll see here what I have are all the ingredients for the tea. And this is what we call the Polarity Tea. It's an adaptogenic tea, which you know is very good for stress because it has licorice root. And here's our licorice root here. And the only contraindication for licorice root, as you know, is if you have high blood pressure, just don't drink gobs of it. Just a cup a day, a few days a week is plenty. However, most people will benefit from licorice root. And here are some flax seeds, good with our essential fatty acids. And fenugreek also has a little bit of a licoricey taste, just like our fennel does. Now, the fun thing about fenugreek seeds is you can sprout them and you can add them to your salad. Here we're going to simmer them. And of course, fennel, wonderful anti-gas, also called a carminative in herbal medicine. And if you have the opportunity, gather all of these seeds and of course licorice root together. And what you've seen here is I've mixed them all. And your ratio is the equal parts of fenugreek, fennel, and licorice, and double the amount of flax. Now, I'm ready to make my tea. I have taken 2 teaspoons and added them to 2 cups of water. And I've simmered it, and look at this nice mucilaginous, delicious licoricey smelling flavor. Now, if you don't like licorice, you're not going to like this tea, and there are all kinds of other recipes for you. But licorice is known in American Indian medicine and in Chinese medicine and Indian Ayurvedic medicine as the adaptogen par excellence. And when we place all of these seeds and roots together, you get a very powerful, energizing, yet detoxifying tea. And you remember, what does licorice root also contribute to but delicious throat lozenges, or if you have a cough. So this is a perfect tea to drink if you have any respiratory distress or you've got a cold or bronchitis. So many wonderful applications of this tea. I'm going to let it cool a little bit, so I've got my tea made and ready. Now I'm going to show you the liver flush. For the liver flush, you want freshly squeezed orange juice. I did this ahead of time. I like to add just a little bit of fresh lime to give it a little bit more kick. You can play around with it. I don't think using grapefruit works quite as well, so I would stick with the orange with a little punch of lime. Now you've got 2 choices. You can add garlic or you can add ginger. And because I am meeting people all day, every day, I'm gonna throw some ginger into this mix. And I'm gonna chop it up, but the fact is, I'm going to put it all in the blender so I don't need to get too involved with the chopping. So my orange juice goes into the blender. I really like a lot of ginger. This is a wonderful drink if you're pregnant and nauseous, if you've got a little bit of nausea from overdoing it the night before with too many fats or a little alcohol. This has all kinds of applications. Now I'm going to measure out 1 tablespoon of olive oil. And you notice I've got a nice dark bottle. Remember, any olive oil you buy should be in a dark bottle, preferably, because the light is going to interfere with the chlorophyll quality. So I'm going to get a lot of chlorophyll passing through my liver. Now I've got everything in this flush, it's ready to blend. It only takes a moment to blend. Now I'm going to pour. I can't wait, because my liver needs a little flushing. All of ours do. Now I've got my 2 drinks here. This is the way to begin your morning. After you drink this, technically, if you're on a full-fledged blend, you'll eat only fruits and vegetables for 10 days. But the fact is, start slowly, do the best you can, and even if you begin with this drink once a day or for 10 days, every so often, get used to detoxifying and enjoying the benefits. So I'm going to take 1 sip of my liver flush. And I'm going to emulsify and melt that oil with my Polarity Tea. This brings back so many memories, because this was my first detoxification regimen over 45 years ago when I was introduced to it. And we know how state-dependent memory, learning, and behavior work. We always remember the yummy smells and experiences that remind us of all of the wonderful experiences in our lives.